Sports on Demand for Saturday, August 10th. I'm Alex Klein. The 20th year of Ore to Shore did not disappoint this year. Like many, two well-known Ore to Shore racers sprinting all the way up to the end. So let's take a look at this scenic race through Marquette County. This is the Hard Rock Start in downtown Negaunee. Just over 650 racers taking part in this year's 48-mile race. About 8 miles in, more than 3 dozen cyclists in the first pack when going past the old Cleveland Cliffs mine shaft in Ishpeming. Fast forward to mile 17, number 10 Scotty Alba of Waterford, Michigan, and number 6 Ben Senkarik of Milwaukee led a group of 17 through the Kiwanis Club aid station. But in the end, it would be a photo finish between Cole House, the defending champion, and Brian Motter. You can tell by the reaction House just edges for the win by hundredths of a second. They both finish in 2 hours, 31 minutes, 25 seconds.
Brian and I have had this finish multiple times, so I knew I wasn't getting much help out of him. Brian was just waiting for the sprint. He wants some revenge there, but I think today's race was probably one of the best editions of the Ore to Shore so far.
That was probably the closest I've been to beating him in a straight-up sprint. I've beat him once, but it was a long attack, so it's tactical. I tried to do everything I could the last 4 miles to save energy to be able to come around him, but he's pretty strong at the finish of this race.
In addition to the hard rock, the Ore to Shore offers a soft rock, which is 24 miles long. Brookfield, Wisconsin's Elijah Johnson finished first in that race in 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 38.1 seconds. Golf now on our final day of the Upper Peninsula Golf Association Men's Championship. A new winner would be crowned today, and it would go down to the last few holes. The glorious Francis G. Hood Memorial Trophy, whose name will be etched for 2019, we are going to find out. We'll pick things up at hole 15. Our leader, Wawanowin's Mark Clements, leading by 3 at this point for birdie, but he puts it left. So that gives him about a foot or so left for par, and that would not go either. Bogey for Clements, so now he is 2 up, which opens up the door for Gladstone Golf Club's Bryce Douglas. This is his birdie putt at 15. And he makes no mistake. His third birdie on the back 9, and he's now only 1 shot back. Move to 16, second shot here for Escanaba Country Club's Brian Robinette. And that lands nicely on the green to set him up for birdie. Now that is like 15 feet, but Robinette, he reads it perfectly, and it drops it in there. He'd finished 3rd overall with a 286 total. Clements found the sand on his 3rd shot of that hole, so this putt is for par, and it burns the edge and won't drop. Can't seem to find his rhythm here on the back 9, his 2nd straight bogey, which means he is now tied for the lead with Douglas. To 17 we go, a par 5. Good time to make up some strokes. Bryce Douglas looking for another birdie here from about 8 feet, and he sinks it, and he is pumped about it, as Clements would make par. So now Douglas with the 1-shot lead. Only 1 hole to go. So to the final hole, number 18, par putt for Douglas, and that seals it. Bryce Douglas, your 2019 UPGA Men's Championship winner with a final round of 1 under 72, 284 overall, and it's been a long time coming.
I first played in men's UPs my senior year of high school, and it was at the Sault Ste. Marie. And I was just a kid, so I kind of hung around with Joe Quinn, and he was a champion back at Gladstone, and he told me about how every day he'd go and touch the trophy, and just to be able to claim that as mine for the next year is awesome.
Bryce Douglas came back from a 4-down deficit with only 8 holes to play for the championship title. Douglas currently plays golf at University of Detroit Mercy. Now to the 44th annual Island Resort and Casino Off-Road Rumble in Bark River. Great weather, great crowd. And we'll go to the Pro 2 truck race. Number 67, Corey Winter, is leading with a couple laps remaining, but he had a mechanical breakdown, and number 42, Kyle Kleiman of Bark River, takes the lead with number 4, Keegan Kincaid of Crandon, Wisconsin, in hot pursuit. These two veterans were neck and neck for the next 2 laps. This could have been a photo finish. However, in the last couple of turns, Kleiman is unable to hold the line due to a brake problem, and Kincaid is able to pass on the inside. Kleiman gives it one more try on the outside, training paint along the way, but it wouldn't be enough. Kincaid would pull away to take the checkered flag. Disappointment for the 42 Ponzi truck and local fans, but plenty of excitement.
It was a gnarly track, and it was, like Keegan said, we had this fight for survival, and it's unfortunate. I had some brake issues at the end, and I had the lead. I only had a couple corners left. I couldn't stop in time. I opened up the door, and he made a good pass. I tried to make a pass back, and I'm glad I put on a good show for the crowd, and I'm thankful for everybody that comes out. Ponzi, Kenda Tires, ATD, everybody else out there. Thank you guys so much.
In the next race, the Pro Light Truck Race, Kyle's brother, number 48, Cody Kleiman, finished a solid third behind number 94, Christopher Polvord, who made a late pass to sneak by number 51, Ryan Beat. Wilson's Jamie Kleikamp finished fifth in the Super Truck Stock Race. Sunday's action begins at 10 in the morning Eastern Time.